Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another mod stream. I'm me. You're you. Let's go. We got some work to do. What's up, Lucy? All right, minimize that. And we're off, pretty much. I mean, I could talk about some stuff that I did. Talk about some content. By content, I mean this. As you can see, it's got a very heavy like ratio. Like to view ratio. Pretty epic. It's my dad car. And yeah, I guess we could do a poll. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about polls? I'm not even sure what the polls would be. I guess I should mention, let's see. We want all the streams, or we want some more video. There you go. Another poll for you, because we're just epic like that. It only makes sense. On top of that, on the topic of HYDRA, I actually was able to fix some interesting bugs lately. Now, apparently there were some issues with deconstruction. Where this just wasn't applying. It's weird because I distinctly recall creating a hardcode unit ID lame case for this particular case. If I go to weapon damage, deconstruction. So if unit is pacifist is false, deconstruction equals 0. But unit is pacifist has a case where it says return if the base property does not include attack, or if the unit has no weapon. So maybe that's the problem? Maybe that first line is the problem? I'm kind of confused as to why that's there to begin with, to be honest. What even is attack? I guess it would be this. So we can probably just delete that. Because I'm not sure if the Lekizalisk even... I mean, the Lekizalisk has that. So I don't know why that would be the case. But if the unit has a weapon, or if the unit is Lekizalisk, then it should return it. Yeah, it should return false here. So, what the fuck? Guess we'll try with that minor change, but don't expect it to change too much here. Then there were some issues with deconstruction not dealing damage for things like Skyfall, and then I forget what else Fagudo had reported. Reverse thrust. I'm expecting these abilities just launch missiles and oh, what the fuck? That's really weird. So maybe it has to be something like this. So if unit has weapon and or no, it should still be or unit ID is Zerglicizalisk. Then yeah, that's probably why. It's probably just like a logical error with how I've written the code. Missed a particular parentheses or whatever. So that should fix that. Yeah, seems to work now. I'm wondering why it's only dealing... It's only dealing 4 damage or something? Whoa, that was a spin. Alright. I am certainly confused about that one. So we at least have it working, but it's not working to the same extent that it should be. So I believe... Weapon fire should include this deconstruction. Oh, I see. It looks like this deconstruction code here was actually okay. That's the problem. What's up, Veeker? So we're gonna move this to API, I guess. I mean, I would like a better system for this at some point, but this is void do deconstruction damage. And then we'll say unit 16 weapon ID. I guess that's probably everything. I don't know what to even look for. I guess this would be hooks. Oh yeah, since it references this, we have to do like some stupid shit where we include weapon fire.h. I'm assuming anyway. Where is weapon? Oh, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why does inflict damage cause crashes? And why am I only seeing this now and it wasn't even fixed in here? God damn it, iQuare, what have you done? Okay. It probably causes crashes with specific cases, if I had to guess. So... find this out. I don't even know what that is, Veek. What do you mean? Oh, this probably has to be like... Okay, so this is SCBW, do deconstruction damage, and this is unit, wait, yeah, unit weapon ID, true. Oh, wait. And then in API header, I just need to define this function, and we should be good. And then, where are we at? There we go. Yeah, I knew that, Veek. I was just writing the code first. If I was confused, I would have said so. All right, we're going to remove this first if here. And then have this be a function call. Wish Visual Studio would actually tell me where I just removed a bunch of code. Apparently it was towards like the 610 area, so it must be here. I guess we don't need to pass that since it's always true. Oh. I actually don't know how you make it so that there's an argument that is not necessary. Oh, it's probably here. Just forgot to... Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm fixing... I'm attempting to fix the damage values for deconstruction. Fugudo posted a few bugs. So yeah, we've got do deconstruction damage here. It's much simpler. Call this deconstruction, Zuzu, massive. And then... Oh yeah, I don't think we wanted the sound at all because the first projectile will make the sound. And yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Then we have... There was something else. It was more recent here. So reverse thrust and Skyfall don't trigger it. I don't actually remember where Skyfall is even hooked up, to be completely honest. Maybe in here? Yeah, here it is. Well, this is the bullet projectile thing. Oh yeah, this isn't even Skyfall. I guess I'll just search Skyfall. See what I can find here. Yeah, here we go. So create bullet is the problem here. I actually wonder how deconstruction works with weapons that have multiple, like, factors or whatever. The current inline solution may actually be overkill for something like the Huracan, for example. Where's my spinner? Oh, I just didn't place them. So here we've got, he gets 2, 4, 6. He's dealing a lot more than that, though, so it's actually underkill somehow. He was dealing 15 damage per hit, but only taking 6, even though he's the same size as, like, he's small, so. And it's not about the damage dealt either. It's about how much damage you are actually dealing. So... yeah, I've got no idea. What would be another example? Probably zealots. Oh, it just doesn't work on melee, apparently. Oh, because... Wait, no. That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't it work on melee? The fuck? Well, something might be wrong with the way that I'm calculating the damage, I guess, but I don't know why it wouldn't work. No, it's dealing damage to shields. You can see the shields are going down. It's just doing very little damage compared to what it should be doing. I think it's dealing the correct amount of damage to the HP, but it's not dealing full damage to shields, which is the problem. So, yeah, we probably, like, so get final damage, right, is the... I don't know why it's not... It's literally right here. I don't know why it would be failing to find. But, yeah, get final damage, checks the upgrade type, upgrade level, which obviously doesn't matter anymore, but we might as, like, I guess we can just disable those. But the base damage... At this point, I guess we don't need this at all, because all it does is add the upgrades or whatever, so... Oh, wait, I'm completely a goofball. It's only dealing a quarter of the damage, so that's actually appropriate. It might actually not be being reduced by the correct amount. Maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, never mind. Damage calculations seem fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be happening to melee units. I think iQuare reported that it wasn't working with melee units a while back, but then he said he fixed it, so... Obviously, it broke again. What do you mean? No, the damage values are fine, like I was just saying. I just forgot that it was a factor. Just dividing it by 0.25, multiplying it by 0.25. So, it's actually correct in this case. We definitely need a better read for that. If you want to implement the heal clearing all statuses, it has to be a deliberate heal. It can't be Zerg regeneration passively or whatever. So it would have to be a unit is healed by anything like an apostle, cleric, shaman, SCV, well, Mason now. Yeah, those four things definitely. I don't remember if there's any other repairing done in the game. So if you want to go hunting for ways to implement that, sure. So deconstruction is here on weapon damage, but that's for applying it, obviously. So it's not anywhere else on weapon fire. I'm thinking create bullet. Oh, that's another thing we have to do here is if get generic value unit is ID deconstruction. Okay, what do we got here? I don't know what's going on over here. Does this mean that something to do with madcaps? What is this if conditional? Okay. All right, so that should fix it for the Furious Salvo stuff. I don't know what you mean by are those abilities hooked? Medic healing is hooked in medic orders, and everything else is new. So, I mean, besides repair, everything else is new. So, obviously, it's in here. All right, so I need a Madrigal. Okay. Seems to be working, if I had to guess. So this one goes from 100 to 80, and this one goes from 100 to 65. Yep, it's working. Can't cat me, shirk. Dude, I've got a pretty fat cat, to be honest. He could probably go on a diet. So I've got that. What else do I got going on here? Not sure about the whole melee thing. I don't know, Veek, maybe you see something obvious about the current state of affairs with this API funk. iQuire rewrote it because inflict damage was causing crashes with subunits or something, which is why he has this complicated thing over here. Otherwise, he uses inflict damage like normal. And then I added this play sound conditional. But I'm not really sure why there would be something wrong with the melee. Like, the damage is all checking out as far as I can see. But the issues seem to come from... Well, there are some cases where the damage is actually doing too much. Like, it's doing too much damage for units with certain factors, I think. I think there's a reason why he doesn't want to do that. But I can try that. Yeah, I agree. Not doing that, though. You got there eventually. No, that didn't fix anything. Classic. Seems to have fixed that. Minotaur. What does that even mean? The target defaults to the unit. If the unit has a subunit, the target defaults to the parent of the unit. So if there's no subunit, then this whole section of code does not run. And it was dealing damage just fine to units that didn't have subunits. Maybe there's a problem with subunits now? I don't know. Seems to be doing damage just fine. I think you should just read the code instead of telling me that something's wrong. It's so distracting. It's also stopping you from doing something actually productive. All right, what are we gonna test things like the Goliath? Looks like it's only doing one. Wait, how much damage do these do? So that should be dealing 5, but it's -1 armor, so it's dealing 3. Oh, because it's 2. Okay, so that's correct damage. Well, that doesn't excuse the fact that you were completely wrong about everything that you've said in the last, like, 5 minutes. Which is really distracting. Dude, some of the frames in this are a little busted. I guess I should probably lower the selection circle. Okay, that's fine. This doesn't really make sense to me. They've got 2 armor. Each is 2. So it becomes... Yeah, so each becomes 2.5? Okay, so yeah, that does make sense then. 2 armor is a lot for salamanders. I might have to drop that, to be honest. They're pretty fast. The 3 armor kind of stops this from having that much impact. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4... So that's 15 per hit. So 15 per hit divided by 2.4, or a fourth of that. Some fraction. It's just half of 7.5, so like 3.75 or whatever. And then they have 3 armor, so they take 1 damage or 0.75 damage per hit. Yeah. That's pretty brutal. Didn't expect it to be so ineffectual against high armor targets, to be honest. But if it was 1 attack that dealt 60 damage, what would that equal to? That would be 15 minus 3. That would be doing 12 damage per hit. So that's probably why. It's just like enemies with large numbers of attacks, right? And in this case, the Ultra Core just lifesteals it away, which is pretty funny. Brutal. All right, what else do we got going on? We have still got busted melee interactions. I guess I could check the special bus commit. See if it breaks on melee there, because if it doesn't, then it might be something to do with my change. I just don't see how it would possibly change things. No, it just doesn't work here either. Okay, so it's bugged on the latest pre-patch as well. Okay. Yeah, that 25% figure sounds really impactful, but then it isn't. I'm wondering what's up with the pariah interaction. So apparently pariahs deal 40 damage. That's an interesting one. I would have to ask iQuare why that happens, I think. But I'm also not really 100% sure because this code seems pretty, like, basic. All it's doing is taking the damage amount of the weapon ID and then making that, like, taking 25% of that. And this... Maybe there's some invisible calculation of the factor somehow. But I don't think so. It's literally just a weapon stat entry. Like, if anything, this should be inaccurate for code that, or attacks that have multiple factors, right? It deals correct damage to the HP, it looks like. Or maybe not. Hold on. So I take 7 damage, and the flurry is 40. The factor is... Well, it says it's 2, which means it would be 10 minus 1. Or wait, they have 4 armor. So for it to take 7 damage, that means that it was hit by like 7 individual attacks almost. I don't know. I wouldn't expect this to happen because the pariah stuff is coded in a super gimmicky way. So, dude, there's so much inlining. So many like random things for the pariah to even work. What a mess. I'm amazed that we got anything to work ever in Brood War, to be honest. Jesus Christ. When you really look at how much stuff you have to do. In this disaster of a code base. Yeah, there's like nothing here that is even related to that. So I'm not sure why it's dealing so much damage to shields versus to armor. Definitely seems odd. Okay. So, with that out of the way, we've successfully confused ourselves, as is our divine right. I guess we can get rid of inflict damage causes crashes in our notes. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, so that's in. Pushed some changes to fix a few other edge cases, but I don't know about fix. Okay, so I just said I query the details because we are epic around here. Can close that and that and that and that. Okay, pretty good. IMO. That changed almost nothing, but that's okay. I guess we could try to think about marine renames. I think Marine and Ghost are the last units to be renamed. Oh no, Zargling, Broodling, and Broodlisk as well must be excised. And then the buildings. We can do the buildings later on. You know what that means. Okay. So we're renaming the Marine or the Ghost. I had so many candidates, but nothing that sounded proper. So maybe I'll just search like soldiers in mythology. Let's see what we get. I don't know how Wikipedia doesn't have. Surely they do have some sort of list of warriors. What the fuck? List of soldiers. List of. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, here we go. Bows and arrows. I don't know why these aren't under projectiles. Now this is research. Wikipedia is fucking bright, dude. Was hoping to find something a little bit more epic. That's a reasonable preview. Thanks, Greeks. Oh. So maybe we go with like a term from mythology and then a term that's a little bit more down to earth. They are actually saying highway person, hold up person. What the fuck? What is wrong with these people? Malefactor. Hmm. Ugh. I'm getting all my yawns out now before I have to do some ESEA casting, dude. What's up, Keener? I'm looking for a name for the Marine. You got any? Rods and staffs. Apparently, I've clicked on Nehushtan before. Never heard of it. Read too many. Death's Scythe. What's up, Iquare? Yeah, I thought about Desperado. It just feels very long, doesn't it? What was Achilles again? Achilles had like a classification or something. It was like some... Oh, yeah. Didn't I buy those from a neutral compound or something? Podark actually sounds kind of like fucking... kind of goofy in a Terran way. I gotta get some info. Yeah, we already did Terran Trojan, dude. It was the transport. Oh. Orpheus. See, the problem is, I've got fucking nothing. I've got nothing, I say. I've got no idea for the Marine. It's such a fundamental unit. Yet, realistically, what can we do? What can we call it? Oh, there's a vehicles section. Didn't know that. Astronomical objects. Nibiru. Lazarus Revive is in globals, but that's not the heal. Lazarus Revive will always heal at 50%. The heal is the passive. Blood Tithe. This is a good name. Antichthan. Vulcanoid. No, we're not going to bother with shields for now. It'll just be for healing. If you want to add it and then comment it out, feel free. That's more of a balance consideration than a functionality one. But if it's also just going to be trivial to add later, then Oh, I guess Reconstitution should trigger it. From Zurius the Leths. Forgot about that healing. I think that's it, though. Holy yawn. I cannot stop yawning today. This is life without caffeine. Oh, I don't think weapon fire code even works for melee, right? Okay, see you later, Veek. Thanks for the help. Yeah, I don't think weapon fire is the place for melee attacks, but that's why I put it into an inline. I mean, I put it into an API. Pretty much nothing, man. I was hoping that I would find something that would work for, like a cowboy. You know what I mean? Buckaroo, by the way. Amazing. The man. Terran the man. You guys like that one? I did like your man graphic, though. No, Overlord, that was a good one. When I was like, who is this man? And from then on, we all referred to him as man. And he was a man. Anyway, the deconstruction stuff is not really that important, to be honest, compared to fixing the crashes and whatnot. Hopefully you're able to get somewhere with the latest testing, with logging and whatnot. Fuck. Out of water in that cup and in that one, but I have the third. Because 3. I thought there was like a term for people like Achilles, but apparently not. I think I had some term that might work out for the Marine, but I don't remember what it was. I was thinking blackjack, actually. I forget what this term means, though. Blackjack pizza. Blackjack Billy. Oh, that's not it. List of West. List of West European Jews. Holy shit. Wikipedia, what are you doing? That's not reasonable at all. List of wait, what was it? It was like list of cowboys and cowgirls. Caballero. Yeah, I agree. That's why I was looking at some cowboys and cowgirls. I kind of like Cisco, Terran Cisco, but I think Cisco is like a brand or something, so. Well, Vulture sort of fits given that they have that like swooping pattern or whatever where you micro them. So I think Vulture's probably fine. Might need to nerf Vultures, but this is what it was. It was list of lawmen, and I found blackjack here, or no, maybe a blackjack was in here. Where is? I don't know. Apparently, blackjack is nowhere, and I just made it up, but it's in here somewhere. I promise. Dan Bogan. We could call a unit Iron Sight, Terran Iron Sight. I just came up with that one on the spot. Maybe that's better as like a nickname for somebody though. Yeah, I don't think Terran Cisco has like the power either. Maybe we can find a gang that has a cool name. Seven Rivers Warriors. Jesus. Bummers gang. That seems rude. Can't just bum people. Bellevue War. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we go for either Maverick or Iron Sight. Not sure if Maverick is particularly epic, but maybe I can find a... Nah, that's probably fine. I would be okay with either of those names. There you go. It's out. Check it out. All right. I'm sure someday I will stop yawning. Oops. Okay. So we've got the Marine. Do we just go through the entire rest of the stream looking for a rename for the ghost? Yes. What the fuck? I search apocalyptic spirits and I get booze. Not quite what I was looking for there. So I've got a list of things that I have to rename here, which are down here. So we've got Marine, Ghost, Command Center, Refinery, Depot, NG Bay, Science Facility, Shield Battery, Cyber Core, Robotics Facility, and then obviously Robotics Authority by question. Fleet Beacon, Zergling, Bridling, Bridlisk, Extractor Lair. Those are them. Yeah, Terran Horseman. No, I was looking up. I'm trying to find, like, maybe there's some biblical name. I was thinking of Omen as a potential for some of this stuff. Will I get rid of Mets in voice acting? I don't think so. It's probably fine. Maybe if I have to like do a lot of stuff. The plague of Cyprian. Who would have guessed that? Hmm. Yeah. What was interesting about looking up the Four Horsemen thing is that this Pale Horse one here apparently like lit, the place of hell follows him around to accept the people that he kills, which is pretty interesting, like thematically. So it would make sense for the ghost to be like the one that who hell literally follows him. Pretty neat IMO. It's just that I don't really know. I don't know how to derive a name from this one. There's Thanatos is apparently the name, and then of course there's Thanos from fucking Marvel, which is probably like taken from that. I could just call him Thane, Terran Thane. So we would have Omen and Thane. I don't know. Omen is also kind of shitty, right? Thinking. What's up, Shamble Man? Welcome to the last few minutes of the stream. Right now, I'm trying to come up with a good replacement to the ghost name. I was just reading up on a things I never thought I would say. I was just reading up on a Bible verse that I remembered. It's Revelations 13 something. About a beast with 7 heads and 10 trumpets. Omen is a pretty uninspired name at the end of the day, to be honest. So maybe we look for, like, spirit names. I kind of like Eidolon. Error. Terran Error. It's pretty good. There we go. It's up. Check it out. Wow, 5 votes for Maverick, by the way. Pretty epic. Amazing. Yeah, I think Thane is a lot stronger, personally. But it's also hard to immediately recognize what it is. Whereas Eidolon, I guess Eidolon's also kind of obscure. Most people don't think of the Eidolon as a spirit or whatever. So, yeah, maybe they're both kind of obscure, and then it kind of is a wash. You just pick whatever you like best, which certainly could be the case. So, update deconstruction logic. Well, all right then. I've got to get ready for my casting that's starting in about an hour, which means I've got to eat, take some caffeine and all that. Oh, you decided for Eidolon. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I'm surprised so many people went for Maverick, but I also think it's okay because even if that's the case, I get to use Iron Sight for some other unit, and it'll be pretty epic. Well, maybe it'll be epic. I don't know. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Thanks, everybody, for popping in today. We'll be back tomorrow for some more. And probably be AI-focused that time around. We'll see. Today's pretty busy for me aside from that, so you probably won't see me later today. But tomorrow is a new day. Brave new day. So unless you're planning on tuning into my CSGO casting and or CSGO talk show, I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.